2025 has not been an easy year for investors. Volatility, sudden crashes, fake rally, and emotional roller coaster. So today I'm finally reviewing my real investment returns for 2025 up to now. Was it profitable or an absolute disaster? No filter, no sugar coating, just the raw numbers and lessons. And this video is especially important because instead of showing only highlight, I will show you the full picture. Because this is what real investing looks like. At the very start of 2025, my total portfolio value was approximately 557,000 SGD. This wasn't built overnight, it's the result of years of disciplined investing, consistent contribution, and refining my strategy through both good and bad market. So going into 2025, I wasn't trying to chase crazy returns. My main focus was stability and income. Here is what my strategy looks like in practical terms. Number one, sell cash secure put for income. This is my primary engine. I would sell put options on stocks I was happy to own, collect the premium upfront, and only get a sign if the price dropped to level I'm comfortable buying at. Think of it like getting paid to wait for a good entry price. Instead of hoping for perfect timing, I monetize the waiting process. This alone generate consistent monthly cash flow even when markets were choppy. Number two, running the real strategy. Once assigned the shares, I will pivot into selling covered call on those same stocks. So the cycle looks like sell put, get assigned, sell call, collect premium, potentially get caught away, and repeat. This strategy allow me to create predictable income regardless of whether the market went sideways or slightly down. It wasn't flashy, but it works. Number three, holding long-term call position. Alongside with option income, I kept a portion of my portfolio in a long-term holding. These are companies I believe in fundamentally and have no intention of trading frequently. This position acts as the backbone of my portfolio, providing exposure to long-term compounding while my option strategy held the short-term income. The real goal for 2025, my objective was not to beat the market or double the money. It was simple, consistent monthly income, controlled risk, slow but reliable portfolio growth, no gambling, no chasing hype stock just because everyone is talking about it. I treat my portfolio like a business, and that mindset shaped every decision I made throughout the year. By April 2025, the market started to get seriously messy. What began as minor pullback quickly turned into an emotional whiplash. One day, the market looks like it was recovering, and the next, everything was bleeding again. We saw increased volatility across both tech and growth stocks. Sharp, brutal pullback, news driven, panic causing sudden sell off, retail sentiment swinging from optimistic to fear. And yes, my portfolio was not immune. At my worst point, my portfolio dropped from 557 to roughly 235,000. That is more than a 300,000 paper drawdown. But the hardest part was when I made a painful decision, the reality of cutting loss. In April alone, I made the call to close a few positions that is no longer fitting my risk tolerance or strategy. This result in a realized loss of approximately 38,000 SGD for that month. And let me be honest, this hurt more than the unrealized losses because this was money felt that was officially gone. No hope trades, just a hard lesson locked in. This is the side of investing nobody wants. The moment you accept you were wrong and choose capital preservation over ego. The mental battle. I was opening my brokerage account and see red everywhere. Day after day, week after week. There were moments I questioned everything. Did I size my position wrongly? Should I just cash everything out? What if this keep crashing? A 38,000 realized loss in a single month hit very differently. It messes with my confidence, my sleep, my clarity, but that is where discipline matter most. What I did instead of giving up. Instead of getting into emotional decision, I went back to process. I wrote my position instead of force closing everything. I continued to collect premium to soften the damage. I repeated my risk rules and avoid revenge trading. I re-evaluate position sizing moving forward. Even though my portfolio looked ugly, my strategy was still functioning. Income was still coming in, and that cash flow make it easy for me to forget about the losses. I kept reminding myself, cutting a loss is not a failure. It is a risk management work plan. So I chose discipline over drama, process over panic, long-term survival over short-term comfort. This period reshaped me as an investor, not just financially, but mentally. Because real investment isn't about avoiding losses, it's about surviving them and still having capital left to fight another day. So, here is what you are really here for, the moment of truth. After everything, the volatility, the drawdown, the emotional stress, and the tough decision, this is where the number finally land. My final portfolio value as of November 2025 is 347,000. Now, before anyone panic or get confused, there are some important details. In July 2025, I withdraw approximately 150k from this portfolio. This withdrawal was planned and used for personal financial commitment, which explained the significant drop in the overall portfolio size. So the decline wasn't purely from market loss. A large portion was intentionally capital extraction. The real performance breakdown. Taking that withdrawal into account, here is the true performance snapshot. Net profit 76,000 and the total return is about 19%. And here's the part I'm happy about. In 2025, the S&P 500 returned approximately 14%. So despite everything, despite the crashes, the fear, the emotional strain, I still outperform the market. Not by gambling, not by getting luck, but by sticking to constructive strategy and managing risk properly. So profit or disaster? Was it perfect? No. Was it disaster? Also no. It was messy. It was stressful. It tested my patience and confidence, but it was real. Honestly, that is what it matters. Because I didn't just make money, I built resilience, I refined my system, I strengthened my discipline. And most importantly, I learned more in 2025 than any smooth win year I've experienced. This wasn't just a financial year, it was an education that will pay dividends for the rest of my investing life. After a year like this, people always ask the same question. How did you not completely blow up? The truth is, my survival wasn't due to one magic trick. I came from a set of boring, repeatable principles that work quietly in the background. Here is what helped me protect my portfolio in 2025. Number one, selling option during high volatility. When fear spiked, the premium expanded. I leaned into it instead of running away. High volatility meant richer option premium, which allowed me to get paid more for taking calculated risks. This income helped me cushion drawdowns and accelerate recovery faster. Number two, focus on strong company. I wasn't selling options on random stocks. I stick to fundamentally solid companies that I won't mind owning it if assigned. This gives me confidence to stay calm during pullback because I wasn't holding garbage. I was holding quality. Number three, proper position sizing. No single trade has the power to destroy my portfolio completely. Even when position went against me, the damage was contained. This is what allowed me to think clearly instead of emotional reaction. Number four, refusing to go all in on FOMO trades. There were plenty of tempting quick wins throughout the year. I ignore most of it, but chasing hype stock usually feel exciting right before it turns painful. Let's talk about mistakes because yes, I made plenty of mistakes this year. Overconfidence in certain trades, holding on losers for too long, and timing some entry poorly. Some trades may look amazing on paper, but the market have other plans, and that is the harsh reality of investing. No matter how smart you think you are, the market doesn't care. This is exactly where emotional discipline comes into play. It's not about being perfect, it's about knowing when to cut losses, when to stay patient and stick to your plan even when things get messy. If I had to summarize 2025 in three key lessons, number one, volatility is not your enemy, it's your income engine. The swing are where opportunity live. Number two, patient beat prediction. You don't have to predict every market move to come out ahead. Number three, risk management safe account. Protect your capital and the profit will follow. The bottom line is you don't need to be right all the time. You just need to survive long enough, stay disciplined, and keep playing the game. Eventually, that is how you win. So, going forward, my game plan for 2026, moving forward, I'm focusing on high quality stocks for the real strategy, pick companies that can handle volatility and deliver consistent return. Number two, smaller position sizing, reducing risk on every trade to protect my capital. Number three, more cash allocation, staying liquid so I can take advantage of the opportunity when they arise. Number four, structure risk management, having clear rules for entries, exit, and loss limit. 2025 taught me a lot. 2026 is where I use these lessons and execute smarter with discipline and consistency. So was 2025 a profit or disaster? Honestly, it's called a masterclass. Every win, every lose, it taught me something valuable. If you want to see a full breakdown of my exact strategy, trades, and portfolio details, drop a comment below. I would love to share it. And if this video gives you a small peek into real investing behind the scene, consider subscribing. I share everything transparent, the good, the bad, and the lesson learned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.